Hello, welcome to my channel. This video is probably going to be my first paint video that I've uploaded. A little scary for me. Anyway, I'm going to do just a little cloud pearl pour on this 9x12 canvas, which is probably my favorite canvas to experiment with. And yes, I'm pretty much still in the experimental stages of this wonderful journey of acrylic paint pouring. I've already laid down my base paint. It's kind of my own creation. It's a thin consistency. Don't know if you can see that. Pretty thin. My paints are also thin. I'm going to lay down some beautiful blue here. This is by Golden, and it's Anthraquinone, I think I said that right, blue, mixed with, again, my own pouring medium, which I'll try to list in the description. Then we have a SOHO Urban Artist Alzarían Crimson. I love this color. It's so pretty. And I made up this color. It's Amsterdam paints, and I kind of made it to be sort of a rose gold, you might say. I've put some Amsterdam Bronze with some Naples Yellow Red together, mixed those up. And then probably one of my favorite colors of late. I really do like this color. This is by Golden. And this is the Nickel Azo Gold that I have added some of their bright gold fine to it. And it's turned out to be just this beautiful color. I love it. It's got such a nice shimmer to it. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit of that. We'll see how these colors play together on the canvas. So let's start out with some blue. And I think I'm going to do just a diagonal kind of pattern and see what we can come up with. There's no rhyme or reason to this. I'm just kind of winging it. I always like to do kind of a geometric pattern. Like I said, there's really no rhyme or reason to it. I just lay the colors down. I love the blue. Now I'm gonna put down my rose gold that I created here. Put a little bit of that over top of that. I don't know what this is gonna do. I've not used this color before. And then perhaps some red over that. I don't want this to create too much purple, and I know this probably will. Nickel Azo Gold with that bright gold fine. I really do love this. It creates such a beautiful shimmer. And I just kind of lay it around. And just kind of a crazy pattern. See what I get. Let's torch this. I did just make up some of this, so I need to torch these bubbles out. I might have just put too much paint down on the canvas, but we'll see. I always like to leave a little bit of negative space. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way for me. All right, so we're just gonna work this around a little bit. Tilted it back and forth. I can already see that blue creating a bit of a cloud outline. If you can see that, I know this is going to pull up some cells and pearls because I can see this little outer shadow. When you see that, you know that's getting a good reaction from that golden, that blue. Okay, let's go kind of a diagonal. direction. Okay, let's go back. I think I'll go down that way. That's a lot of red. I hadn't realized I put that much red on there. And let's go back. Stretching this paint out. Come on down. Come on. I want it to go off the edge there. There we go. Now let's bring it back and level it out, and we will see what happens. Not as much negative space as I would have liked. But I think we're going to end up getting some cells, maybe some pearls. I'm trying to figure out what the difference is between cells and pearls, right? Okay, what do we got? We've got some nice cloud effect going on there. I didn't mix up any cloud over paint, so I'm just going to kind of leave it the way it is and see what we get, what kind of reaction we get out of this. But I do know I'm going to have quite a bit of shimmer from that Nickel Azo Gold and Bright Gold Fine that I put together by Golden. And I see those cells popping up now. I'm thinking the pearls are what you get through it when you see color coming through. I'm gonna guess, because these are cells. This is the white base coming through. Now over here, I'm seeing some color coming through. Now to me, those are what I would call pearls. And again, I've got quite a bit of paint on this canvas. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with this. Bring a few of that up. Oh, I'm seeing some pretty color coming through in those little guys. Looks like that Nickel Azo Gold coming through. I like that. Sometimes when you do that, it helps those pearls, those cells come up. Yeah. Well, what I'm gonna do is put you on pause, give this a few minutes to react, see how this is gonna do with the pearls and the cells coming through. I don't know. We've got some that look pretty darn cute with the little Nickel Azo Gold coming through. This is pretty reactive. Over here with these little cells, little cells. So we will let that cook a little bit and then come back. Well, we've got some pretty cells coming through. I know we have a lot of little white ones through here, but we also have some really pretty. They're little, but they're really cool. They're color inside a color inside a color. And this is kind of strange, that one there. I think these are going to get really big, kind of a little wonky maybe. But, okay, we're going to torch it. I see a few little bubbles, not many, but we're going to torch this anyway, which will probably bring some more, it'll encourage some more cells to come through. That should be enough. You don't want to get too close to the canvas when you're torching. I don't like to burn the paint. And I have done that where I've seen like it just gets on there and kind of burns it or scorches it, you might say. So we're going to let this sit a little bit longer and come back to it maybe in about 10 minutes and see what we've got developed. I think we're going to get quite a few more cells out of this. Well, I think there will be a few more pearls developing on this. Let's get in here and get a closer look. The sides are pretty cool. Pretty colors on the sides. Sorry for the glare. So I know there's going to be more pearls and cells developing. Let's turn off that light and see these rich colors. The sides. Oh, I think there's some of my rose gold coming through. And you'll be able to see some of that shimmer. I don't know if you can see it right now. Oh, yeah. And that's just a pretty crazy looking cell right there. It's kind of scary. And right there is probably one of my favorite sections because those are just little tiny baby pearls with some of the blue and the rose gold coming through. But we are going to get more cells like I mentioned. You can just see through that blue. They're going to be popping out. And through this red, there's some more developing. And later on, we'll come back and see what the dried result is. And like I said, I'm not in love with it, but I don't hate it either, so. Okay, we'll be back in a bit. Well, I think this is about all the cells, all the pearls we're going to get out of this particular pour. I like we retained a lot of the color. It's got some good cloud effect. Let me turn off this light. There might be a couple more cells that pop out. Not so sure. But I'm also very happy that like the cell here and these didn't get out of control. Sometimes these pours that I do, some of those cells just get huge. So this is it. I'll try to come back and do a dried result a little bit later. Thanks for watching. So here is the dried results. I think this makes for a nice little fall piece. The colors kind of remind me of fall colors with the leaves turning. we have some shimmer in there. You can see that. And that was from that Nickel Azo Gold, Golden's Nickel Azo Gold with the bit of bright gold I mixed in. Gives it a little shimmer. We've got a fair amount of cells, pearls. And they didn't get very wonky, which I'm really happy about. The blue seems to have done a really nice cloud effect through there. I did not add any additional cloud over mix. I just left it. Sometimes less is more. I've found that to be true. And here is that little area that I kind of liked when it was developing. So yeah, I'm pleased with this. It turned out okay. You know, again, I'm not super in love with it, but it's a nice piece, and especially, like I mentioned, for the fall colors. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day and take care.